Okay, hi there, this is Kim Willis, and I've got a message for you today that I think you will like. I certainly hope you do. Unfortunately, I'm not doing one of those crazy street walk videos that I've become somewhat famous for, mainly because it's been raining a lot, so the streets are not exactly safe to be walking in. But so I'm here in my apartment in Phnom Penh, Cambodia, and I'm going to give you a message that I think you will get value from. Well, the title of the quick talk is Dependence Sucks. Dependence sucks. And it really does suck. And I'm talking from personal experience here. Yeah, I am. Because there have been times in my life when I have been dependent. I've been dependent on other people in an unnatural and destructive way. I've been dependent on companies. I've been dependent on systems that I believed in and paid a lot of money for, and didn't work. They ultimately didn't work. I became dependent. Now, I want you to consider this. Move away from dependence so that you are in total control of your business, your life, and your destiny. Now, when I say total control, obviously there are factors that are always outside of our control. Heck, we could be hit by a frickin' falling star. We could be hit by a truck when we walk out into the street. We can't control that. But there are a lot of things that we can control, particularly when it comes to generating income, building a business, and so on. We can control the kind of business that we get involved with. We can control that, can't we? We can say yes or no to, let's say, a business opportunity. We can do that. We can choose to join a company and promote their products. Maybe it's a network marketing type company, so we're now in the recruiting game. Product sales flow as a consequence of the recruitment activity, right? Maybe you're an affiliate marketer where the focus is on product sales, not on team building. Fine. Then again, maybe you're developing your own brand, your own products. You're leveraging something that you've got. You're leveraging an idea and creating a business basically out of thin air. They're the three main options. Yeah, of course you've got e-commerce, you've got other projects like that. But the three primary options that most people choose to select, or to embrace: number one, network marketing; number two, affiliate marketing; and number three, own product, own brand. Which is the best thing for you? Well, if we are going to embrace this idea of independence, true independence, medium term, long term, perhaps even short term, network marketing isn't going to do it. Even affiliate marketing may be a problem there too. The problem with network marketing, you are not in control. It's not your business, not your products. You have no control. You don't know what's going on in the boardroom with that company. You don't know if they're having problems paying their bills or not. You don't know. Most of the time we find out that they've got a problem when they shut their doors. So this talk about moving beyond dependence is partly about the idea that you ultimately get to the point where you're creating your own magic. You are in control and you're building something of value. Now, in the online arena, I talk about building your online assets. So an online asset could be a blog. It could be a product that you've developed. Could be something else. Online assets, something that have value, you control them, you own them. So, here's what I did. I started as a big ticket affiliate kind of network marketer. It was like a hybrid, okay? It wasn't true network marketing. I wasn't promoting pills, potions and lotions and all that sort of stuff. But there was a business opportunity approach that was used. That's what I did. Now, that was fine. The problem is, and I made money, and I made money quickly. In my first month, I got to 5 figures. Okay? I made money, and I made more money in the second month. But a couple of years later, the company got into trouble, and they no longer exist today. This was years and years ago, right? They no longer exist today. I wasn't creating anything of value. When that company went belly up, what did I have to show for it? Apart from a good earnings record, track record. What did I have to show for it? Where was the sustainable income? There was none. There was none. And even if the same thing had happened with the traditional MLM, okay, people say you get sustainable income because in a traditional MLM they're consumable products, and consumable products get reordered every month or every 2 months or whatever it happens to be. Okay. Well, sometimes they get reordered. Sometimes they don't. A lot of the times they don't. The attrition rate is quite high because the prices for the products are usually quite high. So people, if something gets in the way, they have a bad month financially, first thing to go is your product order. Okay? But if that company gets into problems, gets into trouble, where's your sustainability? There is none. It's gone. And all because we were dependent on a third party. We were dependent on that entity to sustain us. And we keep our fingers crossed, oh yeah, gee, I hope this company stays in business. And even when a company does stay in business, sometimes they change the rules and they make it less competitive for you. They make it less attractive for you. Sometimes teams just up and leave the company. Gone. You're left holding the baby. But you don't have the team anymore. There's no more leadership. Or maybe you get seduced by the team leader and you follow them to the new venture. Where's your sustainable income? Who is in control here? Is it you? What are you building of value? Let's say you do this thing like I did for 5 years. At the end of the 5 years, and let's assume that you've been making good money. You've been making, let's say, an average of $100,000 a year. That's good money. It's not awesome money, but it's way better than 99% of people earn in these home business deals, from these home business deals. So you've been making good money. So you've earned $500,000. Now you've got to take tax out of that. You've got to take certain expenses out of that. Okay, so you're not necessarily going to be left with that much. What do you do with that money? Have you invested it into income-producing assets, or do you fritter it away on lifestyle and in other indulgences? Into 5 years, will you be any better off than you are now? And that's assuming that the company stays in business, that they don't change things to your detriment. That's a lot of assumptions there, and you don't have the control. Now here's what I did after several years of being dependent, being an independent marketer. Always in the back of my mind, oh gee, I hope this company lasts. I hope this thing is sustainable. Always in the back of my mind. Finally, I bit the bullet, and let me tell you, I took way too long. I took way too long. I wish I had done it. If I had my time over again, hey, I would have done it from day one. And yeah, I may have done a bit of the affiliate marketing thing as well to give me some early cash flow. But if I had my time over again, I would have gone, day one, I'd be building something of value for me. Something that I control. It's so important, guys. If you want to really be in a position where you are financially independent, do what I do, travel the world, just, I'm in control. You want to get to that point where you are in control, I think you've got to start building something of value for you. Something that you own, you control. Now, what can you do? Well, there are lots of different options. You can do e-commerce, you can build a brand, you can build an online store, your brand. You can source products and then promote them. You can even promote them on the Amazon website now, and they'll do the fulfillment for you. You have to find the products, and you own the products, and you can brand those products for yourself. You can do that. That's one way. Another way is to make money by teaching. And that's what I do. I teach what I know about. And I teach products that I develop, like training products that I develop, revolve around my interests, my passions, and my skill set, my knowledge. So I've always loved marketing. Okay, so it's a natural thing for me to develop products that are marketing related, training products. If you know something, teach it. Turn it into money. I've given lots of examples in my Facebook group about people who had a skill in one area, such as a musician, such as somebody who was into health, such as somebody who was into origami. That was their hobby. Origami. I mean, that's, when you think about it, crazy. What is it? You're making shapes out of paper. And this guy had it as a hobby. He's in South Africa. He had it as a hobby. He loved it, and he became quite good at it, creating all these shapes of little animals and things like that. And then he started photographing them and sharing his shapes on Instagram as an example, because it's a very visual kind of a thing. So Instagram's a natural fit. Facebook is a much better fit for a lot of other things. But that's what he did, and he built a following of 109,000 in about a year. And from there, see, he built his tribe, didn't he? He built his tribe. He didn't even have a product. All he was doing was sharing his hobby with people. And from there, he came up with ideas to make money from origami. Teaching other people how to do it. Teach what you know. Got it? Teach what you know. And then corporates got hold of it, and they were looking for more interesting, creative ways of creating corporate art. So they started engaging him to do that. And he's been charging big bucks. He quit the rat race completely. Now he is in control of his destiny. He owns it. Lock, stock, and barrel. He's not an affiliate. He's not dependent on an MLM company. No way. To me, that way of thinking is a little bit juvenile. And yes, I was juvenile because I didn't have the guts to step up and go and create something for me. I didn't have the guts. And I waited way, way too long. But hey, better late than never. Better late than never. What can you do? What can you do? You've got something magical within you. I know you do. I know you've got something special. There's something that you love to do. There's a passion that you've got. There's an interest that you've got. There's something in your background that I bet can be leveraged into income. I bet. Maybe your skills. You've been working for the man for a long time. Maybe you've got a skill set there that can be leveraged. Maybe you have an idea that can make you money. For instance, my son is going into e-commerce because he has a particular set of skills that he thinks will be perfect for the e-commerce industry. And I'm inclined to agree with him. That's why I gave him the green light when he told me about it. Okay? So look, there are a myriad of ways to do it. And I'm not saying that you should throw your MLM deal or affiliate marketing thing out the window right now. But What I am saying is that you should start to do something on the side now. Start doing it now. Don't put it out there into the future because it may never happen. It's just another good idea for the future. No, we want to start working on something now, a project now that becomes your asset, your deal, your income stream, you in control. And you know, you can leverage even activities that you're doing right now with the company that you're promoting. That's assuming that you are promoting a company. You can leverage that into an additional income stream. Because if you're half serious about it, I bet there are skills that you've acquired over the last X amount of time. I bet there are skills that you could turn into income. As a coach, for instance, you could set yourself up as a coach. People say, oh, well, there's no leveraged income. Well, how much solid leveraged income are you experiencing now anyway? How much? Solid. Rock solid, no matter what. How much? I bet. If you're honest, there's not much of it happening. Okay? You may have built a team and you're getting $1,000 a month or something like that, but that's not great income. Why don't you start thinking about leveraging what you've got now and turn it into some kind of little training business? Turn it into something like that, and then from there you can develop product packages. Get some good leverage from that. Okay? Products. Training products. Info products. That's all I do. I've got some products that sell for less than $30. Courses. They sell. Every month they sell. Right? People hear about them and they buy them. I make a little bit of money. I don't make a lot of money per sale. I might make $30. I might make $25. No big deal. But when you've got multiple sales situations happening, it mounts up. And it's completely automated. I don't talk to people about it. They just buy it. They buy it from my blog. They buy it from my email series once they get onto as subscribers. There's all sorts of different ways that they find out about it. Okay? And then I got my bigger packages. Okay? I do invest time helping people. Because if they've spent more money, sure. I give them my time. I don't mind doing that. I like doing it. I enjoy it. But even then you can create productized versions of training programs, of these training programs. You can do group coaching. You can do all sorts of things like that, whereby you're leveraging your time. So that's my message for you today. Move beyond dependence. I really hope you get what I'm saying. And it's not something that should happen in 3 years' time or 5 years' time. You can start doing it now. I bet if I had a bit of a chat to you for half an hour, I bet I'd get you excited about your potential to create dollars out of thin air. And then you can be out of the rat race faster than you can say jumping jack flash. Almost. You in control. You'll never be in control when you're promoting for a company that you do not own, you don't control. You'll never be in control of your own income stream and ultimately your destiny. That's it. All right, this is Kim Willis. Hope you got something out of that. Bye for now.